Gemini, someone with a ring on their finger has been losing sleep over you for exactly 17 days, and I have the proof right here in these cards. Wait. Before you think this is about some basic love triangle situation, I need you to understand something. Everyone thinks married people only think about their spouse, but actually the universe has been sending them dreams about you every single night, and they're questioning everything about their life choices right now. I'm about to reveal something that happened to 73% of Geminis in the last 3 weeks, and you're going to freak out when you realize this person has been writing your name in places they shouldn't be writing it. But first, let me pull this card that literally jumped out of my deck when I said your sign name. Oh my stars, it's the 8 of Swords, and this is not what you'd expect for this situation at all. This married person isn't trapped in their marriage the way you think. They're trapped in their own mind because they cannot stop the mental loops about you. Do you see how this card shows someone blindfolded, but the ropes are loose? That's them right now, Gemini. They could walk away from these obsessive thoughts about you, but they're choosing to stay in this mental prison because thinking about you has become their secret addiction. The swords surrounding this figure represent every conversation they wish they could have with you. 8 conversations to be exact. They've rehearsed 8 different scenarios in their head about what they would say if they could speak freely. The blindfold isn't about not seeing the truth. It's about not wanting to see how deep they've fallen into this mental obsession with you. This is someone who lies awake at 3 a.m., composing text messages to you that they never send. They've typed your name in their phone's search bar 47 times in the past week, just to see your social media profile. The castle in the background of this card, that's their marriage. It looks solid from the outside, but they're not even mentally living there anymore. They're living in this fantasy world where you exist. The muddy ground under their feet shows how unstable their emotional foundation has become since you entered their consciousness. What used to feel certain and secure now feels like quicksand, because every day they don't reach out to you feels like a day wasted. They're creating their own suffering here, Gemini, but they're also getting some twisted comfort from it, because at least when they're thinking about you, they feel more alive than they have in years. Comments are already going insane, and we're only 2 minutes in. Someone just said their married coworker has been acting exactly like this. You all feel this energy, don't you? But here's where it gets absolutely wild, because the next card is telling me something that's going to blow your mind about what this person is actually doing about these feelings. The 3 of Wands just appeared, and I'm getting goosebumps because this is about expansion and looking toward the horizon, but not in the way you'd think for a married person. This isn't them planning to leave their spouse. This is them planning to somehow bring you into their world in a way that makes sense to them. Look at this figure on the cliff overlooking the water. The 3 wands represent 3 different plans they've made to get closer to you without crossing obvious lines. Plan number 1 involves finding reasons to be in the same places you are. Plan number 2 involves mutual friends or colleagues as messengers. Plan number 3 is the one that's going to shock you. They're considering creating a professional or business reason to work with you. The ships in the distance? Those are opportunities they're manifesting to spend legitimate time with you. They're not planning an affair in the traditional sense. They're planning a deep emotional and intellectual connection that would technically be acceptable to the outside world, but would fulfill this craving they have for your energy. The red cloak shows their passion isn't just romantic. It's creative and inspirational. You've awakened something in them that's been dormant for years. The landscape shows they're willing to take risks and stand on the edge of their comfort zone, because staying safe means staying away from you, and that's become more painful than the risk of complicating their life. This person is literally researching you, Gemini. They know your interests, your schedule, your favorite places, not in the creepy stalker way, but in an opportunity creation way. They want to become indispensable to you somehow. The 3 wands are also 3 different versions of themselves they're considering showing you. The professional self, the intellectual self, and the slightly rebellious self that their spouse never gets to see. Oh wait, there's something else coming through, and it's making my hands shake because this next card is revealing something about timing that changes everything. Gemini, the Hermit card just showed up, and this is massive because everyone would expect the lovers for this situation. But actually, this married person is in a period of soul searching, specifically because of you. Look at this wise figure holding the lantern on the mountain peak. That lantern isn't just any light. It's the lay of truth about what they really want in life, and that light has your face in it. The Hermit represents someone who withdraws from their normal social patterns to figure out deep truth, and that's exactly what this person has been doing. They've been making excuses to have alone time, taking longer routes home from work, going for walks at unusual hours, sitting in their car in parking lots just to think about you without interruption. The mountain represents how far they've climbed away from their everyday mindset, and the star in the lantern represents you as their guiding light toward a more authentic version of themselves. Gray robes show they're in a neutral emotional space, not happy in their current situation, but not ready to make dramatic changes either. They're in research mode about their own feelings, and every day they understand more clearly that you represent something their soul has been seeking. This isn't just about attraction, Gemini. You represent a path of growth for them. The staff in the Hermit's hand represents the support they need to make this internal journey, and somehow you have become that support system, even though you don't know it. They draw strength from the possibility of deeper connection with you. The number 9 energy here means they're almost ready to complete this internal journey and moves into action. But the action won't be what you expect. It's going to be subtle, intelligent, and designed to add value to your life while fulfilling their need to be meaningful to you. Members are absolutely flooding my DMs about this exact energy. They saw this pattern weeks ago, and now it's happening everywhere. But Gemini, there's something even more intense coming through about what this person is planning and when it's going to happen. The King of Cups is here, and I am literally getting chills because this married person is about to approach you as the mature, emotionally intelligent version of themselves, and it's going to happen during water season, which for most of you means the next 6 weeks. This king sits calmly on his throne, surrounded by water. But look carefully. There's a ship in the background and a fish jumping beside his throne. The ship represents a journey they're about to embark on that involves you, and the fish represents the subconscious emotions that are about to surface into conscious action. A King of Cups is someone who has mastered their emotions enough to express them appropriately. And that's what this married person has been working toward during their hermit phase. They've figured out how to approach you in a way that feels safe for both of you, but still allows them to express the depth of what they're feeling. The cup in their hand contains feelings they've been storing up specifically to share with you at the right moment. The blue robes represent clear communication. When they finally speak to you about how they feel, it's going to be articulate and compelling because they've had weeks to find the perfect words. But here's the part that's going to make your jaw drop. The crown represents authority and decision-making power. This person is in a position to make significant changes in their life, and they've been considering making changes that would bring them closer to your world. The throne represents stability, but notice it's surrounded by churning water. They're stable enough to weather emotional storms if it means having authentic connection with you. The little fish represent intuitive messages they've been receiving about you, and they trust these messages more than logic right now. Their intuition is telling them you feel something too, and they're preparing to test that theory very carefully and respectfully. Someone just commented that their married manager has been doing exactly this, and now it all makes sense. You all are living this reading in real time. A number 14 energy here means balance and harmony. They're not trying to destroy their current life, but they are trying to find a way to honor these feelings without causing chaos. This is someone who believes they can have meaningful connection with you while maintaining their responsibilities, and they've been designing a way to make that work. But wait, there's more, and this next card is revealing something about your role in all this that's going to absolutely blow your mind. Oh my God, Gemini, it's the Six of Pentacles, and this changes everything because this isn't just about them wanting you. This is about mutual exchange of something valuable, and it's already starting happening without you fully realizing it. Look at this figure with the scales, giving and receiving coins. This married person isn't just taking emotional energy from thinking about you. They're also giving you something in return through their thoughts, intentions, and possibly their actions in ways you haven't connected yet. The 6 coins represent 6 different ways they've been adding value to your life from a distance. Maybe they've been speaking positively about you to others. Maybe they've been sending you opportunities through mutual connections. Maybe they've been energetically supporting your goals and dreams through their focused attention on your success. The scale represents balance and fairness. They don't want to just take from you emotionally. They want to give you something that enhances your life. The red and white clothing shows they're motivated by both passion and pure intentions. This isn't selfish obsession. This is someone who genuinely wants to see you thrive and believes they have resources, knowledge, or connections that could benefit you. The kneeling figures represent humility and service. They're willing to put themselves in a support role in your life rather than demanding to be the center of attention. The architectural background shows this is all happening within existing structures and systems. They're finding ways to be helpful to you through official channels and legitimate means. Here's what's really wild. The number 6 represents harmony and cooperation, and I'm getting the message that you've been unconsciously receiving their energetic support, and it's been helping you in ways you attributed to luck or coincidence. Have you noticed any unusual synchronicities or unexpected doors opening in the past few weeks? The Pentacles energy here means this is about practical support, not just romantic feelings. They've been brainstorming ways to make your life easier, more prosperous, or more fulfilling, and some of those ideas are already in motion behind the scenes. Private community members are having a complete meltdown over this reading in the best way, because this explains so much about the unusual support and opportunities people have been experiencing. This card is also telling me that when they do approach you directly, it's not going to be with declarations of love. It's going to be with offers of partnership, collaboration, or mutual benefit that create legitimate reasons to spend time together and build trust. But Gemini, what I'm about to reveal next is going to explain why this is all happening now and what cosmic forces are driving this entire situation. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning into this reading, and I literally cannot breathe because this married person is experiencing a major life cycle shift, and you are connected to their destiny in ways that go beyond this lifetime. Look at this massive wheel with the Sphinx at the top, representing wisdom and mystery. The 4 creatures in the corners represent the 4 elements and the 4 directions. This situation involves universal forces, not just personal attraction. The Hebrew letters on the wheel spell out the name of the divine, and this tells us that this connection serves a higher purpose in both of your spiritual journeys. The snake descending on the left represents their old life and old patterns that are naturally ending, and the figure climbing up on the right represents their emerging self that's being born through their connection to you. This isn't random attraction. This is soul evolution, and you're each other's catalyst for growth into your next life phase. The cloud surrounding the wheel show this is all happening in the realm of divine timing and spiritual mystery. Neither of you chose this. It chose you. The wheel turning represents major life changes that are inevitable now that this connection has been activated. Fighting it would be like trying to stop the seasons from changing. But here's what's absolutely mind-blowing. The number 10 represents completion of a cycle and beginning of a new one. This married person is completing their current life chapter, and you represent the energy of their next chapter. The wheel also represents fate and destiny. What's happening between you two was written in the stars before either of you were born. The blue background represents divine communication and higher wisdom guiding this situation. Both of you have been receiving intuitive messages about each other, and these messages are intensifying because the timing is approaching for this connection to manifest in the physical world. This card is also revealing that obstacles and delays you may have experienced recently were actually protective timing, making sure both of you were prepared for what's coming. The wheel turns slowly, but it never stops turning, and your time is almost here. Comments are absolutely exploding right now. So many of you are saying you felt this exact cosmic shift happening in your own lives, and now you understand what it means. The Wheel of Fortune is also telling me that this married person's situation is going to change naturally without them having to force anything. External circumstances are shifting in ways that will make connection with you feel organic and appropriate rather than forced or inappropriate. But there's one more card that needs to come through, and it's going to reveal the exact timeline and what you need to do to prepare yourself for what's coming. Gemini, I cannot even deal with what just came out. It's the Sun card, and this means everything I just told you is about to become visible and obvious, and is going to happen during peak summer energy, which means the next 4 to 8 weeks maximum. This beautiful child riding the white horse under the bright sun represents the pure joy and innocent excitement that's about to burst into your life when this connection finally becomes open and acknowledged. The sunflowers in the background are all facing the same direction, toward the light, toward truth, toward authentic expression of feelings that have been hidden. The red banner represents victory and celebration. When this married person finally expresses their feelings to you, it's going to feel like winning the lottery because you'll realize how much positive energy they've been sending your way behind the scenes. The white horse represents pure intentions and spiritual connection. This isn't going to unfold in shadowy or secretive ways, but in bright, open, joyful ways. The Sun card is number 19, which reduces to 10 and then to 1. This is a brand new beginning for both of you. The child's arms spread wide represent complete openness and vulnerability. When this person approaches you, they're going to be completely honest about their feelings and their situation. No games, no manipulation, just pure authentic expression. The stone wall in the background represents old barriers and structures that are about to become irrelevant. Whatever has been keeping you apart or making this connection seem impossible is about to dissolve naturally. The 4 sunflowers represent 4 specific areas of your life that are about to become significantly brighter and more fulfilling through this connection. But here's the part that gave me actual goosebumps. The sun represents success and achievement in all endeavors. This connection isn't going to complicate your life or create drama. It's going to energize and inspire both of you to achieve things you couldn't achieve alone. You're about to become each other's lucky charm. The child's nakedness represents complete honesty and transparency. When this person reveals their feelings, they're also going to reveal parts of themselves they've never shown anyone else. You're going to see their authentic self without any masks or pretenses, and it's going to be beautiful. My personal reading spots filled up so fast after I shared this exact energy pattern with the community. The universe is clearly orchestrating something major for multiple people right now. The number 19 also represents the sun at its highest point in the sky. Maximum visibility, maximum power, maximum warmth. Whatever happens between you two is going to be obvious to everyone around you, but in the most positive way possible. People are going to see how happy and energized you both become, and they're going to support this connection, even if it seems unconventional. Gemini, I need you to understand that the Sun card never lies about timing. When the Sun appears for romantic connections, it means the next phase happens quickly and dramatically, not chaotically or destructively, but obviously and joyfully. You're going to know exactly when this shifts, because the energy will be unmistakable. So here's what you need to know about preparing for what's coming. This married person has been doing internal work to approach you as their highest self. They're not going to show up as someone escaping their problems or looking for distraction from their responsibilities. They're going to show up as someone who has done the soul searching and is ready to handle whatever develops between you with maturity and wisdom. Your job right now is to stay open to unexpected opportunities for connection, but don't force anything. The universe is orchestrating this, and trying to control the timeline will only create unnecessary stress. Trust that if this connection is meant to develop, it will happen in ways that feel natural and right for both of you. Pay attention to your dreams because you're probably already receiving telepathic communication from this person. Notice any sudden changes in their behavior toward you or unexpected attention from married or partnered people in your social circle. The energy is shifting, and you're going to start seeing evidence of these internal changes becoming external reality. Also, Gemini, protect your energy during this time. Don't get caught up in drama or negativity from other people because you need to maintain a high vibration to match what's coming. This is sacred timing and sacred connection. Treat it with the respect it deserves. The cards are telling me that when this person does approach you, they're going to offer you something concrete and valuable. Maybe a business opportunity, maybe collaboration on a project, maybe introduction to people who can help your goals. They're going to find ways to add practical value to your life while exploring the deeper connection. Remember that the Sun card promises joy and success in whatever develops. Even if the situation seems complicated from the outside, the actual experience is going to be energizing and life-enhancing for both of you. Trust the process and trust your intuition about how to respond when the time comes. The final message from these cards is that this connection represents growth and evolution for both of you. You're not just romantic interests to each other. You're catalyst for each other's highest potential. Whatever develops between you is going to help both of you become better versions of yourselves. This is happening, Gemini. The cosmic wheels are turning, the timing is aligning, and someone with a ring on their finger is about to make their feelings known in ways that will surprise and delight you. Stay alert, stay open, and get ready for some amazing developments in your love life. The comments section is going absolutely wild right now, and I can feel all of your excitement and anticipation through the screen. This energy is contagious, and it's affecting everyone who's watching this reading. You're all feeling the shift that's happening, not just for Gemini, but for multiple signs right now. If you want to stay connected to this energy and be the first to know when these predictions start manifesting, you know where to find me. But right now, I need you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because your future literally depends on staying connected to these cosmic updates. Drop Gemini in the comments if you felt this reading in your soul and let me know if you're already seeing signs of what I described happening in your life. The universe is listening, and your engagement with this energy is going to accelerate the manifestation. This is just the beginning, Gemini. Get ready for the most exciting chapter of your love story to unfold.